Hi everyone, I'm Nyx and today we're chilling with The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. Today we are back to the main quest. But I need to sort out my armor first. I have been umming and ahhing. I need to go back to the rune right, and do that. But also, like, I really don't like this. And if I'm going to be using errant, which feels like it has a reference, but if I'm going to be using errant, then I don't have the full 6 out of 6 anyway. And also, I'm not really one to go from the rear. Which is what the full 6 out of 6 does. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to put him in something else. Do I know what? No, I do not. I've got armor dye. How does that work? Hey, if you want to skip, you're so welcome to. I'll put chapters in so that if you want to skip the character customization part of the video and go to the main quest, just check the chapters. I can't dye my chest armor. What the hell's the point then? Wait, but if I can dye... Okay, this makes everything a smidge easier because it means I can go off of vibes and not off of... Can I do it with this? Oh, I can. Wait. I might be able to save this. Wait. Okay, so slight update. I need black armor dye and I've used up all my reserves, but I think I'm making headway. I think I like this a little bit more than I did before. So I'm going to go with this. It's all cat armor, all the Grandmaster feline, aside from I'm keeping the Viper gear because I really, really like the Viper gear, but I want to dye it black because that gives it like a blue hue, parts of it, and that fits with the trousers especially. And I really like that. Now, what was I doing? I need to go back to the rune right. So I'm going to go and do that really quickly. Oh, why don't I have enough money? I need to sell stuff. Okay. Okay, I have enough to add sockets. I want to... Oh my god, it gets more expensive. I might have been wrong. Well, I really hope that I choose to stick with errant because otherwise it'll be a bit silly of me. Okay, so this one I want dumplings. I've got enough now to enchant errant with dumplings, and then I want to do feline with severance, and now I can do severance, and thankfully I don't have to re-enchant my armor because I'm sticking with the Viper armor. Very thankful about that. I just had to sell a bunch of crafting items. However, I've re-enchanted everything.
Thanks. So long.
Re-enchanted everything. Do I need to do anything else? I need to put everything back in my stash, but otherwise I'm good to go. Cool. I'm going to go put everything back in my stash, and then I'm going to go... I need to theorize. I have some theories. It's the theory part of the video, and I have my little list. However, this time I bring notes. I've been connecting some dots, and I think I'm onto something. I don't know if this is going to be the water theory from Hearts of Stone. I was very proud of that, still am. But I think I'm onto something. Okay, I want to start off with the amended edition. So to start off with, we've got the difference between the Ducal Chronicle 1st edition and the Ducal Chronicle 2nd edition amended, which is basically this introduction of Sienna. Sienna? I don't know yet. I say yet because I think she's going to be coming in at some point. We've got 2 daughters. Anna Henrietta has a sister, which hasn't been mentioned yet. But there's a sister involved, okay? And Sienna seems to be thought of as better than Anna Henrietta. She's the eldest, and as we can see from this, that Sienna wouldn't prove a problem for finding a suitable husband, but Anna Henrietta might be a problem. And then the amended edition doesn't include Sienna. Sienna is just completely omitted from all records. I can't find the old pamphlet again, even though I just had it up, so I'm going to put it on screen and I'm going to go off the photo that I took on my phone. So This one I found beforehand, but it says it is the Duke's eldest daughter who should take power after his death, yet he has fed you far-fetched tales about some curse and forced on you his younger daughter. So, okay, piecing together, Sienna seems to have been removed from history, labelled as having a curse of some kind, and Anna Henrietta took her place on the throne, presumably. On top of that, there's also this like general feeling of unrest in Beauclair, which is made worse by the Beast of Beauclair, Detlef. And Detlef had a friend who was a bruxa. And we've come across a few bruxa and a few alps, and they've all been hooded women. And there are a lot of hooded women in Beauclair, in the actual town, in the city. I think there's going to be a coup. I think all the hooded women in the city are actually bruxa and alps and vampires of some sort or another. And Detlef is working for somebody, or has been manipulated or whatever by somebody to... I can't decide if it's Sienna who's doing this to get back at the family, or if Sienna's being used as a puppet of some sort. But there is somebody, the master behind this plan, who I think is going to stage a coup. I don't know who the fifth victim of the Beast of Beauclair is, but just from the few things that we've got so far, I'm assuming that Sienna is alive somewhere. Maybe she has got a curse. Maybe we'll help with that. Maybe she's being used as a puppet. Maybe she's behind the whole thing. Absolutely no clue. What I do know is I think that there's going to be a coup of some sort, or something like that, where all the bruxa and the alp in the city are going to suddenly unhood themselves and come out fighting. That's my theory. But we need to go and get some angry Regis blood so that we can find Detlef. So I'm probably getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'm very glad that I found all those bits and pieces before we continued much further, though, because I sort of want to see where we go. Hello, Regis.
Ah, there you are. Might we
I'm
set off
nervous.
for Tesham Mutna now?
It's been so long. All right, let's do this. Oh, look, it's James. You have a James too.
Tesham Mutna. Take me there.
In a moment.
What?
Just one last thing.
What now? What are you drinking?
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favour the Raven did me. I've also taken some sancurium, a solution that sharpens one's sense of smell. One drop of blood shall smell like a gallon to me now.
You crazy? You're a recovering addict.
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. I had no choice.
Also, I thought the Raven was your friend. Can we get you to a
As
cage now?
things stand, the die is cast. High time we set off for Tesham Mutna. My head's spinning already, and you're starting to smell quite tasty.
Oh
You're
my!
starting to scare me.
I'm reminded again of the books, or towards the end of the last book. I really hope he's okay after this. I'm a little bit scared for him. Whoa. Is that a slizzard? I don't like slizzards very much.
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Hi. I'm so concerned for him. I mean, Geralt wasn't kidding when he says you're a recovering addict, because it's not just the fact that when we found him, this slight book spoilers, he told us that he had spent however long drinking a lot of human blood and like had to stop himself before he went too far because he died. He's already deaded once. He's already been deaded once and had to come back from that. And then he went ham again and drank a lot of blood at the end of the last book and ended up dying again And obviously the reincarnation, basically, that happened has meant that he's arguably started fresh. Maybe. But he said himself that he didn't want to start drinking again just in case it triggered like the old version of himself that indulged a lot. So I'm worried what he's going to come out, how he's going to come out afterwards.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I can only hope I do. Please, let's go. The longer we delay, the less control I shall have of my faculties. I'd really prefer not to hurt you.
I would prefer that too. You're a very old vampire, and that's scary.
You lead.
I follow. Is that a dead person?
Scurvers must be getting close to their feeding ground.
Scurvers.
Correct. I told you there'd be danger.
Have I come across scurvers before? I don't feel like I have.
Beyond this wall lies
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my time. Nothing quite like this, though.
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new. Now, to open it.
Whoa, okay.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky
Interesting.
mechanisms. A vampire hideout. Fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
Oh, that's interesting. So this is where the vampires came first. Why is he sitting there and waiting?
Human husbandry and care. This for real?
Oh, are we going to get like a whole bunch of history? And like how to fit in? Human husbandry and care. The most important aspect of raising... Never mind. Never mind. The most important aspect of raising human livestock is to provide the herd with conditions that, on the one hand, guarantee their survival, but on the other hand, do not extend too far beyond the minimum needed for that survival. It should be borne in mind that people are creatures bestowed with great intelligence, or rather cunning and instincts that allow them to gain as much as possible from their environment. In terms of husbandry, this means humans will always try to obtain more than we give them. It is recommended, therefore, to provide each with a place to sleep, meal twice a day, and permanent access to water. These conditions, which might seem overly luxurious to some, ensure the optimal production of high-quality hemoglobin. More details on diet in later chapters. Also essential is access to air, without which humans die in minutes. There is no need to be concerned about the ability for human livestock to multiply in conditions described above. If they are ensured a minimal existence and male and females are mixed, they will copulate irrespective of whether they are in captivity or not. It is worth mentioning here that there is a school of thought that suggests treating human livestock with greater freedom and care, including providing them with better quality fodder and a certain degree of freedom. This allegedly ensures a greater amount of favourable elements in the blood and makes it tastier. However, it is worth mentioning that this method of husbandry is much more difficult and requires emotional bonding techniques, which will be discussed in the following chapters. I still have a lot of books to read. Shall we read one now? I'll put a little chapter in so that you can skip. The Fall of Hubert Balaste. In the sun-drenched duchy of Toussaint, near the Coronata vineyard, laid the estate of Baronet Hubert Balaste, an honourable knight in the service of Duchess Anna Henrietta. Hubert served as a knight-errant for many years, and vows were his greatest delight. He was to do things so grand they curdled blood of other knights. The Duchess finally recognised his courage and not only awarded him with an honorary title, but also granted him land. Hubert thus had a place of his own on which to settle down and wait till his time came with dignity. He could find himself a wife and sire descendants as befits every self-respecting hero. Unfortunately, once he had laid down his sword and shield, Baronet Balaste began to seek other diversions, and so he indulged of games of card and dice, and at times even bet on dogfights. Then, one day, when fortune abandoned him, he decided to bet not 1 or 2 gold pouches, but in fact his family's entire estate, and he lost everything. To add to this already unhappy state of affairs, Hubert Balaste, who was not one to take defeat lightly, threw into a fit of blind passion, donned his armour, and enlisted at once. Fortune alas smiled no more favourably upon him at war than it did at play, and an arrow found its way to Hubert's leg. Then he died of gangrene. Okay.
The author observed humans, their behaviour, over the many years he spent breeding them. Morally suspect though it may be, it's a thorough survey of the topic.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that though. Oh! Champion of Tesham Mutna. I am he who serves the tribe. Exalted above men, I renounce human weakness. Uplifted above men, I become keeper of my flock. Filled with strength, I turn my sword against the enemies of the tribe. I am master and slave. I am executor of the will of the tribe. I accept this sword and this armour so I may serve the tribe. Oh! What is this? It's an out of 6. A relic out of 6. Killing opponents restores vitality. The amount of vitality restored equals 1% of the maximum vitality for each element of the set worn. Oh, it is quite beautiful. I'm really tempted to wear it for the thematicness, even though I haven't got my enchantments. I'm going to do it. I'm going to risk it. The difference is I don't have as good whirl, and I don't have arrow deflection. So as long as I am careful with that, then I should be fine. All of that sorting out my armor for
There's
nothing.
evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. Great many beings have breathed their last here.
We are going quite low down. I'm quite worried about what is going to happen. Oh, okay. What's
Glyphs
that?
are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes, dispersed throughout the world after the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Okay, so all of the tribes, that's what we got before, the protector of the tribe. So all over, basically after the conjunction, all the vampires split into tribes and went and... Oh no! Battery cage versus free range humans. This is feeling like a commentary on livestock and the meat industry.
Seems your kind assembled a peculiar little library.
In recent decades, many of us have come to believe that a much more effective way of obtaining good quality human blood than hunting individuals is their systematic, controlled husbandry. Apart from the obvious advantages, such as being able to control what the flock eats and the ability to crossbreed specific individuals to obtain offspring with the best hemoglobin, another clear advantage to breeding human flocks is that domesticated humans held in confinement, as opposed to those in their natural habitat, i.e. villages and towns, become less aggressive and therefore less troublesome. When it comes to farming humans, there are various schools, of which 2 seem to have gained the widest acceptance in recent times, namely battery cage and free-range husbandry. This thesis describes in detail the advantages and disadvantages, as well as the methods of carrying out each type of breeding. As an introduction, it is worth mentioning the basic differences between both types. Battery cage human husbandry, described very accurately and in detail in the book Human Husbandry, is the placing of several male and female individuals in a closed, restricted space with permanent access to air, food, and water. This form of breeding differs from free range in that the flock is not permitted to leave the breeding area and is held captive the entirety of their lives. Free range, on the other hand, involves leaving the flock in its natural habitat or creating a habitat that simulates it closely, i.e. creating villages, more on which can be found in the chapter Human Villages, Establishing and Growing a Herd, and then making the herd psychologically or physically dependent on its owner. The most effective method for making a human individual dependent is guaranteeing its safety and permanent access to high-quality feed. It is worth adding that a human that trusts its owner does not feel fear and does not defend itself when having its blood drunk, which limits the production of noradrenaline and cortisol, which have a negative impact on the taste of the blood. Furthermore, it may happen that a domesticated free-range human may feel a certain pleasure when its owner drinks its blood, most likely associated with sexual tension, which causes an intensification of the blood's flavour. Oh, yikes. Okay, I want to read another one again, mainly because I didn't realise how important some of these books would be, and I'm worried that I'm going to miss one. So I'm going to put it in chapters again. I'm just going to keep reading them as we go. Of Fire and Stone. Sephira Mundi is divided into 4 elemental planes: the plane of earth, the plane of water, the plane of air, and the plane of fire. Earth and water together form our planet, around which circulates air. Above air stretches the ether, fiery air, or in short, fire. Past fire lie the subtle sidereal heavens, known collectively as firmamentum, which are of a spherical nature. That is where the erratica sidera, drifting stars, and fixa sidera, fixed stars, reside. The elemental planes are inhabited by creatures which can be summoned by use of magic. They are gnomes, sylphs, salamanders, and ondonates, all of which belong to the category commonly known as elementa, elementum in the singular. Okay. That's a cool little bit of lore.
Indeed, though I personally did not lay a hand to it.
Mm-hmm. No, I believe you. Oh, a mask? We get a mask? I don't know how I feel about that. Put the boots on. I'm going to unequip the mask for now, because it feels weird wearing that. But I'm quite curious about this little outfit that we're piecing together. Right, come on, Regis. Let's continue. Oh, there's more.
Cells? Who for?
Disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
Suppose I don't really have a
And
chance.
this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadlough's. We both remained in this part of the world.
Huh. Why did I find you elsewhere? Garisham.
What's this symbol mean?
It's the symbol of the Cont'd. Those who went east, beyond the Blue Mountains.
The Cont'd.
Whose is this glyph?
Amaran. They ventured beyond the sea.
Oh. I'm curious if we'll find one that belongs to... My brain is really focusing at the moment on what we're going to find in The Witcher 4. And I know that I'm getting way ahead of myself, but there's just like... I'm already starting to think of... Alright, Squeaky. Already starting to think of the lore that we might find in the next game. Very excited to go into that with the amount of knowledge that I have. Transcription of a conversation with a lower being. Transcript of a conversation between Master Ezekiel Hildegard and a human being. Just a human being. HB human being. Who are you? My name is Alex Viscount. Why is your skin trembling? I'm scared, sir. You're scared? I don't understand. You don't know what fear is, sir? No, I have mastered your language, yet some concepts are beyond me. What is fear? It's a feeling that destroys every other feeling. It controls your head and your heart. What do you mean? I thought it was a kind of pain. I have carried out tests in my laboratory on people, and I discovered that a mother subject to appropriate stimuli is able to forget about her child and think only about how to avoid pain. So fear would be similar to pain. Human being. Alex. No, pain rules the body, but fear is born in the heart. Vampire. Oh, yes, what you say is very interesting. I think I'll have to examine your heart in the laboratory. Human. What do you mean examine? Vampire. I mean examine. Take it out and subject it to a proper examination. Human. But, sir, that would kill me. Vampire. Yes, your mortality is a great inconvenience, but it was not me who created your... Yes, your mortality is a great inconvenience, but was not me who created your species, and I am not responsible for its excessive frailty. This conversation was carried out in human language, in such was written down. Transcription does not need translating. Woof. Journal of Researchers to Archespores. Day 1. I have stumbled upon an extremely curious species, the venomous Archespore. So far, I have managed to distinguish 3 of its varieties, distinguished by colours. Green, the most common, yellow, and finally black, which not only exhibit the most aggression, but also show the extraordinary ability to pollinate plants near instantaneously. Day 5. My research into Archespores continues. I think I have reached the point where observation is no longer enough to bring satisfying results. The species attacks mainly using a mandible located in the centre of the flower, although when highly threatened, it may also spit toxic fluid. I was also able to discover Archespores are particularly sensitive to fire, which may prove a useful piece of information regarding how to neutralise them if necessary. Day 6. I have made up my mind. Tomorrow I shall try to obtain a sample of the fluid. I have already begun preparations. I'm sorry for how disjointed this is making the video. I just really want to make sure I'm not missing anything in any of the books. And this feels like the best way to sort of go through them one by one. Yeah. Oh, there's more. What was that? Oh, notes of a Tesham Mutna prisoner. I found a piece of parchment that fell from the pocket of one of the monsters. I also have a lump of coal. I would write this in my own blood, but I have hardly any left. I'm cold. Every 3rd day they come and open my veins, after which I cannot move. I can't go on much longer. From the next cage I hear the howls of terrified people. If I had the strength, I would smash my head against the bars. I hope it won't go on much longer. Aloy, from the cage next to me, died yesterday. They drank him to death. This must have irritated them because I heard them arguing in their strange language. They brought new people this morning. You could say that a supply of fresh blood arrived. They have no idea what they are in for. My only comfort is that I know already and won't have to live through the terror that I felt the first time they came for me. I have no idea what they wanted until they pulled out their shiny instruments. I have never seen such beautiful metal. My blood glistened a purple, silvery colour in those instruments. What's that? Oh, contract for Grandmaster armour. Okay. Ugh. This is rough. To be honest. Sort of just finding out everything. Gauntlets. Wow. I feel like I should put the mask on. I just don't like how it makes me look. So I'm going to keep with this armour, which is quite beautiful. Even if it's not as good as what I've already got. I don't like the squeaks. Oh, okay. I'm making some loud noises right now.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time, deny it, but alas, I can do neither. Feel shame for my brethren. That is all I can do.
Don't take it so hard. Nothing you could have done about it. Let's get to work.
Well, that was awkward. Fine.
I prepared the bait. Please be so kind and place it, ideally at the tunnel entrances. The scent will spread most effectively then.
Okay, are you gonna get in the cage?
Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, send shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Huh? Why are you being a bat? Regis? Regis, what are you doing? Oh. Oh, okay. I want to examine
This'll
this.
hold. Doesn't look like anything special.
My question is mainly how do I get him back out again? Taste bait, there we go. There we go. Are you as nervous as I am right now? I know that you know what's going to happen, I presume. So I'm sure that you're, you know, watching and be like, ooh. I am very nervous right now. That there's a chance that I could do something wrong.
3
Geralt.
done. 1 left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. The meat stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
When are you getting in the cage? Just a curiosity. Tell Regis when you're ready to fight. Do I want to keep this armor on? You know what? I'm going to change the sword. But I'm going to keep the armor. Because I want whirl for this, I think. I am thoroughly disappointed that I can't use pink armor dye on my armor because it's not witch armor. But what if I want to have pink armor? I think that would be really cute. But that's fine. Right. Let's do this, Regis. Let's do this.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me from transforming into mist.
Kinda thought you wouldn't want to.
I shall be in great pain. My sole thought being to stop that pain. I cannot know what I will do. We must hurry. The beasts have caught the scent. Also, my head started spinning.
How do we get your blood?
That the
Oh my
blood?
god.
Someone who's never experienced a vampire's bloodlust does not know the true meaning of thirst.
Oh. I'm disgraced. It's okay. We can do this. It'll be okay.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. It's
a good question.
Calm you down. Somehow.
Whoa! Oh my god!
You won't be able to.
Didn't realize I'd be... Ah. Okay. Update. They're like the other things that explode. Forgotten the name. Just skip forward a little bit.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please.
Rot fiend.
You won't be able to.
Regis has smelled the blood.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh wow, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Hanging in there.
It grows.
Oh my goodness.
I shall overcome.
Good. Because I can hear more coming.
I'm not gonna have to fight him, am I? Oh, I'm gaining stuff back, aren't I? Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I don't like hearing him in pain. No, that's the wrong one. Whoa! I'm gonna need everyone to calm down a little bit. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my god. It's almost full. It's full. It's full. It's full. It's full. Fuck.
Hold on.
Okay. I think we're back. Oh. Oh, it's running. It ran away. Okay, I need to get his. Oh. Oh. What do I do now?
Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother you anymore.
Oh, I'm stressed for him. Oh, bud. A few hours later.
Get you out of here.
Oh.
The concoction.
Oh.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you.
Okay. I'm glad he's still, I was gonna say upright. I don't know how upright he is.
Any better?
Upright enough.
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Oh, he looks rough.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do. Because if I'd known you were going to subject yourself to torture...
What would you have done?
Found Deadloff some other way.
I did not wish you to use any other way. Did that occur to you?
No, because I thought no being would ever willingly subject itself to that kind of pain. You vampires aren't any different from us in that regard.
I told you. The pain is my way of paying my debt. The enormous debt I owe Dettlaff. If I had to do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
I understand where he's coming from. I think it was difficult for Geralt to watch him go through that, though. I mean, it was difficult for me to go through, and I'm just sat here playing a game. I feel like the other option clearly is so bad that doing that would have been incomprehensible to him. Okay. I finished your brew.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? The proportions were exact, the brewing time precise.
I do this for a job.
Geralt. The slightest deviation could cost even a witcher dearly.
Relax. Got some experience brewing potions.
Yeah, I do.
Very well. In that case, let's begin.
Are you gonna be okay doing this in your state? Okay, so this is the part where we look at the hand's last memories, right? Been a hot second since we did the main quest. Oh. Oh. Kicking in. There it is. That a shoe shine?
Excuse me. I shall only take a moment.
You jumped the queue, sir.
But Count, sir, you must understand. I've a meeting.
Sir,
Count,
you were next. Please, take a seat. This gentleman was here first. Step down or you shall regret it.
Ooh!
Fails to realize he was your friend, Count.
Count. Count who? What count is that? Clearly Detlef's making friends.
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good, didn't we, Detlef?
He's been given a slip of paper by someone.
And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh?
You don't think that's one of the victims, do you? He was given the name of the next person to kill. And that's Delacroix.
But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Forgive me.
What?
Oh, yep. Oh, he hates that he's doing this. He finally had a friend. A human friend too. 'Cause remember, Regis said that he'd struggled to connect with humans.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Detlef had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
There was a slip of paper, and Detlef didn't see who it came from. And I don't know.
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really. Visions were supposed to issue from strong emotions.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Detlef. Keep in mind, he did later murder Delacroix.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Vampires are no different in that regard. Did you see anything else?
Yes, I did.
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack stand. Detlef first met Delacroix there. Went back after the murder, actually.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Detlef.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we
Yes.
should have a chat with the lad. Though I would expect no breakthroughs.
It's our only lead. I'll go talk to him. Coming with.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble. I don't yet feel strong enough to venture out.
That is very
That's
fair.
Rest up. Be back as soon as I learn anything.
Oh, I hope he's okay. Yeah, the shoeshine, that is something interesting. Where children toil, toys waste away. Ah! Oh, he's coughing! Oh. Okay, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. Couple of things. Number one, I feel like I want to go to the site of the murder as well. But that's not really giving me any reason to try and find that. Number two, I'm sure that I found a note. There was a list right back in the little warehouse where I first met or came across Fort Detlef. I can't seem to find it. Where children toil, toys waste away. I don't know, it was like a list of toys. Okay, here's what I want to do. I think I want to do where children toil, toys waste away in the next one. I want to go back and talk to Regis. And then I want to go back to the Cockatrice Inn. I might do a question mark. I might have a look at whatever this is. I might have a bit more of a look around the area that he was killed, just in case I can find anything. Like a note or a book. And I know it sounds ridiculous, and I probably won't find anything. I want to have a look at this as well. I think that might be a Hansa though. But there's just something about... Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to go back and talk to Regis first though. I think the thing that's bugging me is that we're going to go and see about the kid. The shoe shine.
Not now, Geralt.
Okay.
I could not move a step without your assistance.
Okay, but you know what? That's very fair. I will leave you to it. Sorry, Geralt. Is we're going to the shoe shine, but there was also the place where they were drinking, where he got given the note. Where was that? Where was that? We saw the palace in the background. I'm sure that it was around, like we saw this or this in the background. I'm going to go and try and find that place. I might skip over it. If I can't find anything, I might skip over it. But I want to go and see if I can find a note or something. And not just skip ahead to the shoe shine. That feels too speedy to me. And I am going to... This is the last DLC. I'm going to over-explore. I'm going to go and look for every little piece of information that I could possibly find. It is in that direction. What is this place?
A fruitful hunt to you, Witcher.
Thanks, but...
Remember, Witcher, history is wrought by those who can hang heroes. This all bodes very ill.
What is this place? Oh!
Hey ho, hey ho! A night like this.
My errands are kneeling in front of the 3 statues. That's cool. I'm finding stuff out. So it was like this. We saw one of those in the background.
The guard brings peace to our domains.
Oh! Well, I didn't find what I was looking for, but I found a letter from the opponents of the new Gwent faction to the cocksucking scrote sniffer organisation. This fucking disgrace of a tournament. Monnier, you... That's the word I'm going to have to blur. Of account. It's bad enough for you to go ruining our cherished game, but now you got the bollocks to put on a public tournament where the hallowed rules of Gwent are openly flouted. You might as well have took a reesty dump on the graves of our ancestors. Folk who don't respect tradition don't deserve my respect either, so shut your fucking freak show down now, or I'll shut it down for you and beat your daft hide into a bloody pulp while I'm at it. And don't think this is an idle threat. Note this letter is signed because I'm not some coward blowing off steam in anonymity, but an outraged citizen ready to take matters into his own hands. And there's a shitload of others ready to do the same with me. With no regards whatsoever, Yaki. Drama? I can't find where they were sitting. It's somewhere within view of these little spires. That's as far as I've gotten. And I'm... Oh, I tell you what. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Unbelievable.
Work doth one know.
You don't think it was here, do you? Okay. It's possible that I am just going mad. thought I might have been onto something. You know what we also have to do? We also have to go back to Frankel Arts for Big Game Hunter. There's so much I want to do. I'm going to get a little bit of like wandering around done. I know that we've just come back to the main quest, but a lot of stuff I want to do. Alright, here is my plan. I'm going to go to the Cockatrice Inn. I'm going to do this question mark. I think I'm going to do these 3 question marks. And then I'm going to go... There's so many little things that I haven't explored yet. I'm rushing. I want to do the main quest, but I also want to do... I just want to explore more. It's difficult because part of me knows that I'm doing this for YouTube, and thus I need something to bring you in, you know, to say, hey, this video is worth your time. I hope that I have done that, and I now have a little bit more freedom to do the weird and wonderful question marks and exploring. And some of you will stay and some of you will go, and that's okay. Check the chapters in case something interesting comes up. Check the chapters.
Greetings.
He can be Gwent. Gwent break.
Not likely to taste your famous fisher.
I don't care. Just give me Gwent. I just want a big Gwent. That's all I want. It's a big Gwent. I don't know why, but I'm craving Gwent at the moment. Oh, you play Skellige as well. I'm actually really happy with this hand. I'm going to go with it. Who goes first? Me! I'm going to use a spy straight away. I've got so much Gwent to catch up on, so I can do a Gwent episode and do the tournament as well. I'm a little bit excited, I think. I feel like I was kind of stuck doing the little extra side quests and the little bits in the clearing up, and now I've got a little bit more freedom to just do whatever I want. And I've forgotten what I want to do now. I'm gonna put down... I'm gonna put down Geralt. I'm hoping they'll just pass. Make my life a lot easier. There, they seem to be doing that quite a bit. The Skellige. I will also pass. I hope they use the spy back at me. Because then I can bring it back. I'm gonna pass. Because then they need to play something. I want a spy. I want a spy. Why? Why do that? I don't understand. Then what's their perk? They have a perk, don't they? Okay. Oh. I mean, don't think you need to do that, but that's okay. I understand. I'm gonna use my thingamajiggy and get my spy back. My leader card and get my spy back. I really need to... I know it seems silly, but I am definitely going to do the Skellige deck straight out of the gate. I'm trying to learn through how they play. We'll see. Shield Maiden. Okay, so you're going to bring out a bunch of... No, you can't. That's... Ceres says that. I'm going to use Gaunter. I might use my Scorch card. We're going to see what else they play first. Another Shield Maiden. Oof. This might be a good time to use it, actually. I'm going to use my Scorch now. Get rid of all 4 of them. Beautiful. Only got 3 cards left. Okay. How much does that bring out? Not bad. I'm going to use Ciri. What else have you got? Philanthropist does nothing! In that case, I'm going to use this card. Nice 10 in the back. Go on. One last one. Okay. How do I want to finish this off? I'm just going to do, I think, these 2 front lines. And that's me done. Beautiful. Thank you for the nice short little game. Much appreciated. What do I get?
He's no hero. That's
Handrum a Shield Maiden. Very nice. Ooh. Oh!
I just hope no one sees us.
Calm down.
But if they do,
Oh!
see us with all this flour.
Whoa!
Confound it. Just as I
Whoa!
thought. I knew someone would spy us.
We must make sure he doesn't live with the news.
Choke him out. Toss him in the river.
What is happening? Why are you all acting so suspiciously? Well, that was bloody suspicious. They were doing. Ah! I've had a quest. Use your wishes. Okay, wait. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Use it in the vision. Oh! Wait! I was right! There was something more! Over-exploring is sometimes worth it. In the vision Geralt had experienced after imbibing resonance, he had also seen a mill. He soon reached this site and explored it thoroughly. After all, Detlef had recently been here himself. The Witcher hoped to find clues that would lead him to the murderer. Oh, sorry, I'm grinning right now. I spent like a solid 20 minutes, maybe longer, looking for where they sat and drank together and where he got the note, and I couldn't find anything. And this was like, this has just made my day. I really hope I can find something. I'm going to pick up all of this loot first. Why were there bandits here looking for the flower? Okay, nothing in the flower. Oh, mill for sale. It is hereby certified that the mill registered under number 247 belongs to Count Louis de la Croix, and that the owner has fulfilled all formalities in preparing this property for sale. The building is unencumbered by mortgage or other type of encumbrance or debt. In accordance with agreement number 23/549/C645, staff shall retain their employment unless they otherwise so wish. In the event of voluntary termination of employment, staff are required to submit a written statement confirming their decision.
A notice. Delacroix was out to sell the mill and adjoining lands.
Is that a bad thing, though?
Footprints lead upstairs. No peasant's boots made these.
Would it not be Detlef's? Is that another note? That's mill for sale. There's another one. Okay. I'm going upstairs again. I'm assuming we're going to find a place. Yeah.
Blood. Lots of it. Not all human either. So this is where Detlef lost his hand. And where he quartered Delacroix. Definitely the scene of the crime. Not likely to learn much else here, though.
Was that it? Ooh. I'm not convinced. Give me that order for flour. Please. There it is. Orders for next week. The Botch and Beauclair Bakery. 8 sacks of wheat. 6 sacks of rye. Catalango Estate. 4 sacks of wheat thickly ground. A sack of oat bran. Her Grace Anna Henrietta's Palace, 12 sacks of wheat flour, the finest variety. 12 sacks of rye flour, the finest variety. Ducal Equerry, 8 sacks of oats. And Town Brewery, 8 sacks of barley. And this is how I was dropped. You know, I'm going to operate under the assumption that the mill being for sale is somehow to do with this. And that made him a particular target. I don't know why. So I need to go at noon to finish off Big Game Hunter, and obviously it is nowhere near noon now, but I thought, mayhaps, that I might do some in the area exploring. Specifically, I want to see what this is. I want to do this monster nest, and this. And I'm going to try and like skip through it a bit, I think. I'm going to start off with whatever that house thing is. Because listen, there are some things here that look intriguing and I intend on exploring properly. And taking my time a little bit. This thing! Right? Have I been here before? I might have been here before. This might be one of the... What's it called? Doran Alma Estate. No, I don't know if I have, actually. Is there a...
Bandages.
What's that about?
Oh, Gaston! I've heard your name before, sir.
The dressings. Bandages. Where did I put them?
Oh.
Forget it. Bandages won't do him any good.
Yeah, he might already be gone.
Oh, but he breathed still a moment ago.
Mm-hmm. Breathed his last then. Bled to death. Legs broken. Femoral arteries ruptured. Wound like that, you're dead in minutes.
Gods.
What happened here exactly?
I was rolling through, fully loaded, when I heard screams. This one crawled towards the road, then drooped to the ground, lost consciousness. I jumped down to help him, dress his wounds. Then you appeared.
Here I am. Crawled towards the road. What, from the big house? I'm gonna compliment him.
Pretty admirable stopping to help a stranger.
Truthfully, when I saw him, I considered it might be an ambush. The thought entered my mind, I near decided to crack the whip. But to abandon a man in need? It's simply not the decent thing to do.
Decent enough in many other places, believe me. Before you go on, clean your hands thoroughly and burn your shirt. Might also want to rub some thyme on your body to be sure. Smell of blood might attract ghouls otherwise.
Who might you be, precisely?
I'm a witcher.
A witcher.
Oh. Do you expect some beast might have killed him?
It's definitely possible. Not my concern. Pfft.
See what we have here. Legs broken, but cause of death's the wound. Small but deep, edges unfrayed. Either a thrust weapon or a thick claw. Maybe a wyvern's. Tough to say, and... breastplate's unusual. Dented. And it's got a patina.
An antiquity, I believe. I deal in these things, so... what's puzzling is... Why did he don it?
Not likely to learn that from him. Now to
Unless
figure out
somebody's
where he
got
came
who's
from.
dead.
From that house, I'm assuming, but need to investigate. Got some work to do. So long.
I got a quest in the wild?
Wait, I will come with you.
Why? I don't trust that. Oh no, now it's fishy.
Gotta be kidding. This isn't a garden romp. Whatever killed him's damn dangerous
And it might still prowl the area, so if it's all the same, I'd prefer to accompany you.
So be it. But stay close, keep it down, and don't touch a thing.
Alright, now I'm suspicious. Extreme cosplay? Are you cosplaying Gaston? Why do I know the name Gaston? Obviously Beauty and the Beast. Maybe that's a reference. But also, I'm sure I've heard it in the DLC.
Trail leads to the house on the hill.
Which stands silent as a grave.
But also, what if it's a reference to the Beauty and the Beast and he's cosplaying as something? Oh.
Must have been here he broke his legs. Fell while climbing over the wall. Trying to leave the property probably, after he didn't manage to open the gate.
Looking nice, suspicious there.
Gate's locked from the inside. Clearly been jostled though. Something tried to get out.
The very
getting
thought
in?
sends a cold wind down my back.
There we go. Hello! Oh dear.
Damn
oh dear.
it.
Good gods!
Oh.
What the hell's this? Setting for a banquet?
It seems so. What's your suspicion? Did none survive? Gods!
Silver tableware. Elven engravings.
Ritual of some sort. Noble Houses of Toussaint, Volume 52. Sang Rial, alternatively Sang Rial, literally royal blood. The legendary line, which some trace back to the first lords of lands now lying in Toussaint and northwestern Huckland. The first mention of Wilhelm the Bold, this line's founder, comes from elven manuscripts found during reconstruction of the Beauclair Palace in 1095. Since this source, like all things elven, is unreliable and should not be taken into consideration by historians, the existence of House Sangreal must be considered a mere fable. Salvares or Salvarez D of the Regulus Platinum crest. This line takes its name from Salvar the Lame. I feel like Sangreal, who was made count in the year 1189 by Duchess Caraberta for his service to the ducal throne. The D. Salvares's line's crest depicts a Regulus Platinum, one of the so-called silver basilisks, whose existence is highly suspect, its classification as a species considered erroneous by most zoologists. Torriceller of the Two Towers crest, an ancient line whose founders most likely first settled the lands of the present-day Toussaint around the year 984. They waged a fierce war against the elves until the 6th decade of the 11th century, when all of what is now Toussaint fell under human control. House Sangreal is interesting to me. Anyway, dead people.
Servant, stabbed to death. Over a dozen blows with a sharp object. Some post-mortem.
Oh no.
I cannot believe this is the work of a man. It was a monster, to be sure.
But stabbed?
Torso punctured with great force. Blow pierced hardened steel. Man on the high road. Breastplate was identical.
Not stabbed.
Throats massacred.
Oh.
One mighty blow. Shield along sides old and dented. Sword ceremonial. And Shay handiwork clearly.
And Shay?
Ceremonial bowls. For little sacrifices?
Of what? Please, do not
Also
say
ritual of
humans.
some sort. And Shay work though.
Burn marks. Something catch fire. Explode. Strong stench.
Kinda wanna go up here first, Geralt, I can't lie. Locked. Okay, never mind. I'll follow the scent. There's definitely some kind of sacrifice,
Multiple
maybe.
wounds on the body. All puncture wounds, but hard to tell what caused them. Victim's human, but the attire's elven.
Are you certain? How did he come by it? We've so few non-humans in Toussaint.
Yes, but it's originally elven
Fled,
land.
then dropped to the ground to douse the flames.
Oh.
Didn't manage. Burnt smells growing fainter. Might have been another luckier soul managed to flee. Doublet scorched. Wrinkled out of it, tossed it, then ran on.
I hear something. Can I just have a look at that door real quick? Nope. You okay in there, buddy?
Perhaps there's no one inside after.
I know you're in there. Breathing's loud and clear. Open up. We mean you no harm.
They remain there?
Well, it's you again. Same voice actor. Who, though? Wild Huntback? Who are they?
Listen, I'm a witcher. I'm here to help you. But if that's gonna happen, you gotta answer some questions first. You mentioned them. Who do you mean?
Those, I don't know what they were. Spirits? It all occurred of a sudden. We were staging a scene, the event of paying homage. There was a flash of light that blinded me completely. I heard cries, though saw nothing. Then felt my own robes were in flames. I broke and ran, threw off my doublet, leapt in here and it shut and locked the door behind me. They pounded on the door. I thought they would get through. I thought I was done for, but in the end, it grew calm.
So they were staging a scene. Divithath was the last elven king of Toussaint, right? Who are you?
Who are you exactly?
Durant Faucher Plamondon de Sepharan, lord of these lands, and chairman of the Society of Friends of the History of Toussaint.
The Society of Friends of the History of Toussaint.
We meet here annually to mark the anniversary of the elfin homage, but something like this, why, it's a first.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So while reenacting a scene from the past, somehow, unintentionally, you summoned a specter, a Korgorath, or a tube, maybe.
What? What now?
Best thing? You gotta do it again, of course.
Yep.
Are you mad? Would you have this thing kill us?
No.
No, don't want it to kill anyone. Precisely why I gotta do my job. Summon it again, whatever it is, and tend to it once and for all. Durand, think I can reenact the pledge, the giving of homage, alone?
It was a great, momentous event. The surrender of Toussaint's last elfin king. You will need at least 3 individuals.
1, 2, 3. Oh look, we're in luck. Can I count on your help?
You know what I'm gonna ask for. Need your help. But I'll understand if you turn me down. No objections? Good. Let's get to work. Start by clearing the corpses. Got some time. Won't start the reenactment before nightfall. Things of this sort are a lot more likely to work after dusk. One last thing, though. My pay. Don't work for free, you know.
Nope.
Understood. Just keep the danger at bay, and I shall be generous. Through and through.
I like the sound of that. I mean, it's past dusk anyway, so we're good to go now, right? Oh, we got masks. A few hours later.
I will stand, or rather, sit in for King Ludovic upon the elfin throne, while you, Witcher, will play the Enche ruler. We must don the costumes. All must be just right.
Thanks. Ceremonial
Divethaf,
masks.
the elven king, hosted Ludovic in his own palace upon his own throne, amidst the blinding glow of a plethora of torches.
Why was it this year specifically, is my question. Like, if they do this every single year and this year just happens to be the year, there's got to be something different. Oh. Elven bread. That seems important. Last but not least.
Divethaf laid at Ludovic's feet a loaf of binnen and elfen bread, thus granting humans rule over seed-yielding lands. Then Divethaf filled the ornate ceremonial bowls with elven wine, Gwinoet, the sweetest blood of the land that had been torn from him. At long last, the elfen king grasped his sword and shield, thus symbolically passing command of his armies to humans.
This is actually quite fun. So I've got to put on the sword and shield. So that's the ancient elven sword. And then I've got this shield. No, other one. Sorry, Geralt.
The elfen king, erect in his pride, drew his blade and dropped to his knees, thus acknowledging his final defeat. Ludovic then spake.
I accept your allegiance and shall return in 1 year's time to...
Look, the statues!
Impossible! God's mother!
What? Oh my goodness! Where is that coming from? You. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Okay, please hold. It's not going well. Hey, yes, come towards me. Come towards me. Come towards me. Come towards me. Ah! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was the most stressful fight I think I've ever had in my life.
The sculptures, they came alive. By what witchcraft?
Great question.
Dunno. Specialize in killing monsters. Reviving them, not so much.
I may know what happened. The statues, you see, once stood in the palace of one de Peyrac. I acquired them a month past because perhaps I should start at the beginning.
Okay.
This de Peyrac was to pay tribute to humans, producing statues of this sort each year. Yet he did so but once, for he perished in the massacre of non-humans at the foot of Mount Gorgon in the year 782. It's fortunate he did too, as de Peyrac had planned Ludovic's downfall, for he sculpted not statues, but columns that masqueraded as such, columns activated with words said in homage.
And he didn't.
Columns that would have turned the king and his bodyguards into so much colorful confetti.
And he didn't
Typical
realize.
Treachery embodied. Elves. Psheh.
You're no better. Elves were just defending their territory. You humans took it, but you still weren't sated. Had to cut the elves down, every last one.
You? What does that mean? You're a man as we are.
Yeah, in a way. Just ashamed to have to admit it sometimes.
Your words? They're wrong, Witcher. But I'll not let you leave empty-handed. Take this, your reward.
Thanks.
Farewell.
Oh, sometimes I'm reminded every now and again of just how well written this game is, and how influenced by real world stuff it is, you know. That was random. I think actually I'm going to leave this one here, and then we'll go and do Big Game Hunter and the continue the main quest in the next one, I think. So I don't want this one to be too long. And I've done a lot of running around, so I've been filming for quite a while. I'm really intrigued that we're back on with the main quest now that we're back on it. I'm really glad that I got to find some more stuff with the mill. That's interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to write that down so I remember it. We got a little bit more Gwent done. I want to do some more exploring. I want to do more Gwent, and I think I'm going to try and chip away at that as we continue with the main quest. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. We might do an exploration video at some point. I'm unsure. I've got so many theories in my little brain. So many curiosities. So many ponderings. Etc. But I really liked randomly finding a quest. That was fun. I liked that a lot. I'm excited to see what you think of my theories. Obviously, don't spoil anything. Big important thing. Don't spoil anything because I don't know what's going on. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. Anyway, with that being said, I hope that you're enjoying this playthrough as much as I'm enjoying playing through it. Take care of yourself, and whenever the next video is, I will see you there. Bye!